Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Campaign 13, Vanilla Sunday. I am your host, as always, Verenity Void. This here is part 12. We are in 1704, looking toward the beginning of the age of... Is it revolutions next? It is... Oh no, the next age is enlightenment. So we're probably going to get started with this part, I think. And then we're just going to see what happens next. We have had a lot of action has been going on in the previous few parts, and that's not going to be stopping anytime soon. So without further ado, let's read some national ideas. This time, let's see. What have we not done yet? I believe there's one where we haven't done yet. I don't think we've done Zanskar, the third and fourth national ideas of Zanskar. Alright, so the third national idea here is Land of Religion. Ever since we have been converted to Buddhism, the Zanskari have been a devout people. As a result, every village in our land shall have a monastery, with the two oldest and significant of these being Putgal and Karsha, tolerance of the true faith, +1. And the fourth national idea is Hub of the Earth. Our territory has been compared to India, the land of astrology, China, the land of Gesar's army, and to Tibet, which is abundant in grain. For this reason, Zanskar is the hub of the earth, resembling the eternal knot. At this extraordinary place, scholars trained in the 5 disciplines flock together like ordinary people at the market. Possible advisors, +1. So, Zanskar, doing a lot of good work in terms of, promoting their religion around, if I do say so. They're propagating Vajrayana Buddhism very well. However, their vassals of Mogulistan and Dundar are very rebellious, and this war that they have been tied up in against Yadava, Ginji, and Welaita, it's been testing Zanskar. It's been testing them a lot. They have a lot of forces on the ground, but like we saw at the end of the last part, Zanskar has been tied down in the west due to Welaita, allowing for Yadava and Ginji to make some gains in central India. But now that Welaita has been effectively stopped in the west, Zanskar can now focus once again on conquering the war goal, which I believe is Washim. We'll see how this goes very shortly. Let's just see what the other wars are. Crimson Paradox going after Peru, and then Peru also going after Purple Paradox. So effectively, Purple and Crimson are at war with Peru. Banjar is going after Shimazu, Simru, as well as their allies, and I don't think actually any of them are vassals, but they're going after Kurland, Thamond, and Strathclyde, but that's for Wolgast, and Simru is not transporting troops over. Malindi is going after Sakalava, and then OQ4 is going after Yellow Paradox. Let's get into it. Oh, excuse me. Got a little bit of the sniffles tonight, but it's all good. I'm still in it. I think I'm recording this on like the night or just like a few hours Elden Ring Night Rain releases. So fun times for people who are playing that. I wish anyone who is playing Night Rain a good time. It does not look like it is a game for me personally. I much prefer the style of Elden Ring, but I don't disparage people who prefer the roguelike sort of gameplay. It's just not for everyone. And also, just before I even comment on the wars and how this siege is taking a really long time, and there's a lot of attrition there for OQ4, the fact that Night Rain does not allow for 2 players, like duos, you can only play with 1 player or 3 players, is a little weird to me, and the fact that there's no voice communication is also very weird to me. I don't like those choices at all. It feels like it hinders the game more than it helps the game. So that also pushes me away from playing it. But you know, I'll keep playing Dark Souls 3 and Night and Elden Ring. Just it's whatever. I genuinely do hope that anyone who does play Night Rain has fun with it, though. It seems very cool, and I genuinely hope it's another banger for FromSoft. We have over here, though, Morocco is at war with Adriaterra in the Adrian-Moroccan Imperialist War. Indeed, Adriaterra wants some control over North Africa because their rivals in Sapphire Paradox is, you know, Sapphire Paradox has vested interest in North Africa. There's only one province separating Sapphire Paradox from Morocco, so, you know, potential for conflict. Adriaterra does have enough troops to like take on Sapphire Paradox, despite being visibly smaller on the map. Peru over here is actually they were driving out enemy forces. Are they able to drive them out again? Yes, they are. Purple Paradox being pushed out of Lima's city limits, and Peru saves its capital. They're losing the overall war that they started, which is against Purple Paradox. They have pieced out and they have lost a province. But at least against Crimson Paradox, like, it seems like Peru is doing well. The war is oh my. Peru actually lost a province. Two provinces, because it was a reconquest from Crimson Paradox for this piece of land right here. So Peru losing a little bit of land, not a lot. It's not lights out or anything like that, but it's a loss nonetheless. So gotta be wary of that. Also, we have Quebec under attack. Oh no, Quebec is attacking Huron. Okay. If Huron is that weak, go after them. Huron is the only one colonizing Greenland, by the way, which is a little odd, but I'm not going to question it. Excuse me. Kalka is attacking Shimazu over here. Let's see. Attacking, it's a war of honor. Apparently Shimazu insulted Kalka. Just, oh man, interesting stuff. I'm kind of wondering what they could have said that would result in such a war, but alright. Let's see. No, that's pretty much all we got so far. I gotta respond to one little thing on the side. Also, I see Chu Chen is moving some troops around. I'm kind of curious what Chu Chen is going to do. They are a tribal kingdom. Chu Chen is not an empire yet. They don't have that 1,000 development nor the prestige, but they will soon. I suspect it. Let's see, what else? Genji is allied with Banjar and Yadava. Zoroastrian Persia is allied with Nogai, Sibir, and Sapphire Paradox. So what does your alliance chain look like? Interesting. Okay. So I'm kind of wondering what happens if like Zanskar thinks they can take on Nogai, and Nogai calls in Sapphire Paradox in Persia. That would be a losing war, I think, but we'll see. We have the next institution, I believe. Avignon, can you tell me where it's at? We have global trade, which spawned over here, and then we have manufactories, which spawned over here. The Enlightenment has spawned in Simru, Simru's capital, nonetheless. So, looking good over here. All right. Thomond apparently was given one province in Ireland back, and I suspect that Thomond is going to get declared on by Simru for this province. Simru is going to win that war, and Simru is going to take some land over here in Scandinavia. Maybe even from Kurland. I could be wrong, though. Oh, my God. Ow. I just popped my elbow. Wow. That's a lot of allies, Sapphire Paradox. Do you need that many? Do you need Nogai, Sibir, Morocco, Persia, and Malindi to feel safe? Or do you just like making so many friends? Golden Eighth, along with a bunch of people, a bunch of tags, are going in on Big Cato. So, yeah, this is probably the ultimate end of Big Cato. Last part, Big Cato was allied with Golden Eighth. And I'm pretty sure I said something along the lines of, you're allying with the eventual enemy. Was I wrong? Tell me, was I wrong? You know, while we see this go on, it's not even really a competition. They're on the same tech level, but Golden Eighth has well over 100,000 more troops. The capital of Big Cato is going down. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink on the side because, you know, I'm thirsty, and we already know the outcome of this war, so yeah. Oh boy, let's okay. You know what? I'm gonna be a little investigatory here. So, terms of stats, discipline is Big Cato has the discipline. Big Cato has the morale. Big Cato has a very slight edge in tactics. So these battles are great in terms of just like pure quality from the side of Cato, but I don't think that the Golden Eighth really cares about the quality. Just look. They're already reaching into the back lines of Cato and wiping out singular regiments. Like, it's... And there was apparently a fort that they got occupied. Like, Cato was kind of just being, like, ripped apart bit by bit. Sure, the capital isn't under siege anymore, but still, the fort nearby is under siege. The fort up here at Meskutin is about to go down. Like, what can you do? Legitimately, what can you do? Saintonge is going. Saintonge, along with Dumnonia, Russia, and Adriaterra are going after Kurland and their allies. So, and Strathclyde is in that war. I think we just found Russia's big break into the east and into the south. So, yeah, this is going to be... If Russia is given land in this war, like here or over here in the Urals, it's like you're just making Russia even more powerful. Do you really want that? I guess that's just up for the AI to decide. Saintonge is really powerful as it is, too. They have nearly 200,000 troops. They're going to get more after they annex land from Strathclyde. So, you know, the rich get richer, the strong get stronger. Kurland is going to be also divvied up. Thomond, they're going to be divvied up. Yeah. Unfortunately, Strathclyde is just too spread out, and they have been for a very long time. You know, they were doing well here in Iberia, and then they started colonizing in the Black Sea, made their way to the Urals, but then it's like, what can you do with this land over here? Is it even cored? Is it full cored? Yeah, okay, it is. I thought it might have been like a trading company or something, but no, the AI did not do trading companies or anything. This is actually like fully cored land. But I don't think there's like any forts over here or anything. I don't think the AI built any forts whatsoever in this land. In fact, can I see where the fortifications are? Yes. So as we can see here from this fort map mode, there's no forts here in the Pontic Steppe or anything like that. There's nothing. There's a fort at Russia's capital. That's great, but everywhere else is just empty. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. So, you know, hey, Russia, it's all up for occupation if you want to. It's purely if you want to. Courland is, their capital is down. Saintonge has taken over the capital of Courland, and the day looks bleaker and bleaker for the just Strathclyde and their allies. Also, as you see here, Adriaterra fully taken over, or not fully, but mostly taken over Morocco, and not much to be done. Zanskar once again at war with Yadava. However, Genji's not in this war. Genji is leaving Yadava out to dry for some reason. They dishonored the alliance, and yeah, Yadava is just like rotting away now. Legitimately, there's nothing they can do. Walaita, sure, faithful ally Walaita, still in the war, still trying to like back Yadava up, but it's just, what is there really to be done? Huh? What is there really to be done? What is this? Samudera? Is this still Pasai? Yeah, apparently the... Did you get a name change? Oh! Samudera. Okay. I had no idea that was a thing. Okay. So, Pasai over here is kind of large and in charge. They have the Straits of Malacca locked down, so good on them. They're now going to war against Genji for, I don't know what province exactly, but I'm suspecting it's somewhere over here, maybe? I don't know. Kilnjar, only allied with Nepal, and they're a republic. I'm just very curious what Yadava is going to look like after this is done. I can't imagine it's going to look anything resembling what it currently does. Oh boy. And then, yep, Russia's starting to invade, and so is Saintonge. They're starting to occupy the land of Strathclyde that's way out east. Oh lord. Quebec, large name Quebec over here. Huron is getting shrunk. Powhatan is getting shrunk. And Golden Eighth, did you take any land from Caddo? You did not. Okay. So Caddo didn't take any, or didn't lose any land, which is fine. Reasonable peace deal from Golden Eighth. However, the next time the Golden Eighth comes around, do you really think you're going to be able to stand up to them, Caddo? If you are able to, I will be summarily surprised. But I am not holding my breath for that outcome, considering the Golden Eighth has so much fucking land. Like, you just look at that. Just look at that. And also, your corruption is out of control. Your corruption is growing, Caddo. You need to get a handle on it, okay? Ah, man. Alemanni allied with Adriaterra, Cherusci, and Shamrock Paradox, and Alemanni is once again going after Avignon, trying to gather up as much power as it can before Saintonge can do anything about them. Saintonge taken the important port of Sevilla, as well as some land in North Africa. Russia did not gain... Okay, they gained one province. They gained one singular province from Strathclyde. And then Kurland, they lost even more land. I believe they lost Danzig, right? Yes, you lost Danzig. Kurland is just being divvied up over and over and over again, unfortunately. It's a sad sight to see. I don't like to see it, but what can you do? Shimazu is a tributary state of Manila, and then Ning is going after Hangzhou. Oh no, Shimazu is going after Hangzhou. So Ning might very well be completely done if they can reach over here. I'm not sure. Islamic Vietnam over here is doing their own thing. Okay, I guess. Chu Chen has been strangely quiet. I'm kind of suspicious. Like, what are you planning on doing? Are you gonna go after Ginji? Maybe Goguryeo? I have a feeling Goguryeo would be a prime target for you, but I don't know. Aotearoa, no rivals at all. They legitimately are just chillaxing here in the ocean. Minding their own business, just colonizing islands, no care in the world. They are just on their own. They're at Oahu even. They're riding the waves in Hawaii and then just like, hang loose, bro. Alemani, yep, Ning. Crimson Paradox is going after 9MA. Peru is going after Purple Paradox again. Poland is now going after Kurland and Thamond. Pasai and Goguryeo going after Ginji. And then Zanskar is still trying to fucking curtail Yadava. Just peace out with them. Because if you don't peace out with them and you keep this up, it is a white peace. 1711, you got one more year. 1716. If it's not done by the end of this year, Zanskar, I'm white piecing this out. And then Alemani, yeah, this is done and done. Ain't nothing else gonna come of this. And Poland, capitalizing on the weakness of Kurland under King Ernst Johann V. It's easy pickings, really. That's about it. Poland is allied with Adriaterra, so maybe Adriaterra can take on Romania. Romania is allied with Simru and Russia, so I don't know, Poland could reconquer land with Adriaterra, but it's a risky move. Romania is very powerful, and so is Russia. But Adriaterra is not to be trifled with. Stifled with? Trifled with. Alemani taking a large chunk of Avignon, as you can see here, just all along the line. And pretty much Alemani is getting ready to just, in case Saintonge declares war. These are like the preeminent powers in like Central Western Europe. And as soon as war breaks out between them, it's going to be big. It is going to be huge. And then Adriaterra is going to have to pick a side, because Adriaterra is allied to both Alemani and Saintonge. Here we have the Age of Enlightenment. Wonderful. And Yadava, oh my god. That's a little frightening. Zanskar really just like took an axe to Yadava and gave no mercy. Holy shit. Just look at how many cores they're doing here on the side. That's a little much. And we have a huge war now. Wait a minute. Asia's going to war. Chu Chen is defending against Zanskar. It's legit. Zanskar is just like, hey, I want that province, Hitao. Where's Hitao? They want this province right here. This is actually Zanskar considers it a core. Wait, what? Do you really consider that a core province? Why? Wait, what? Chu Chen considers this one of her core provinces. Yeah, okay. Chu Chen apparently has cores on all of... Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about this wrong. I'm thinking about this wrong. Zanskar is supposed... I'm supposed to be looking for Zanskar. I don't know why I was thinking like Chu Chen. Yeah, of course Chu Chen has a core. That's Chu Chen's land. What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting mixed up. But anyways, that is the aim of this entire war. So Chu Chen, Zanskar is 2 military techs ahead. So inherently, they have a quantity and a quality advantage. Chu Chen is gonna really need to like pull something big to even just get a white piece or something out of this war, because from the get-go, there is a huge power disparity. Zanskar can bulldoze their way through the south, through like southwest China, and what can Chu Chen do? Not really much. The only real option is to not engage Zanskar's forces and going through the Himalayas, which Chu Chen is doing right now. But as soon as Zanskar turns back, like they're doing, you're gonna see some really bad engagements like this right here. Let's just look at the quality. Discipline favors Zanskar. Morale is about even. Tactics favors Zanskar. And I'm not talking about like by a few percent. No. Zanskar has 12% more discipline and 0.6 more tactics. That is absolutely ginormous in terms of just like quality differences between. Japan's trying to help out, but Japan is 3 military techs behind, not 2. So they are worse off. Holy shit. Persia, on the meanwhile, is at war with Yadava and Walaita because Persia wants to extend their control over here. Understandably so. Golden Eighth, once again, going after Big Kato. They want round 2, and I don't think Big Kato is going to be able to withstand much of that. Malindi is going after Sakalava again. Alemani is going after Kurland. And Wales, or Simru, is going after Quebec. Crimson Paradox going after 9MA. Peru is going after Purple Paradox still. Santonge going after Kaguda, and this is an imperialist war. Kaguda's capital over here in West Africa is it might be in danger. And then Zanskar against Chu Chen, the big war in Asia. The war that I really don't see how Chu Chen wins. It is very, very rough waters for our Tibetan friends. Sapphire Paradox dealing with rebels inside of Persia. Persia is doing very well. I'm surprised with like how stable and how prosperous they are, considering that usually that region is pretty chaotic. Every campaign is different. There may be rhymes and echoes throughout, but for the most part, they are almost all different. Vikira under... they're allied with Crimson Paradox. Yellow Paradox is now a tributary of OQ4. And Peru, they have peaced out with everyone, and they still maintain their borders. They, like, 1 or 2 provinces are getting exchanged here and there, but other than that, it's not much. They're just chilling. Wales, or Simru, is actually doing a full-scale invasion of Quebec. Holy shit! This is legit, like a genuine invasion. Simru's pulling out pulling out all the stops. Quebec, where's your capital at? It is right here. And like Quebec, they've run out of forces. There's no manpower left in the tank. Singmaru's here. Singmaru's rocking the house. Good gods. Oh, man. And then Kato, their army is being chipped away at. Golden Eighth, they are one military tech ahead, and they're making full use of that advantage. Kato, that corruption is really starting to take a toll, unfortunately. And Golden Eighth, they're running like a well-oiled machine. Over 200,000 forces, and there is no stopping in sight. Imperial Commander Ordonio Zufuga is just rampaging. Legitimately rampaging. Like, what do you do? This monastic federation is absolutely just... I got no words. We had Belobog ruling Europe for 2 campaigns. Golden Eighth is ruling North America for 2 campaigns. I got no words, man. That's just how it is. Man, I did not expect Golden Eighth to be... Like, I expected them to be powerful. I did not expect them to be this dominant. It is amazing how powerful they are. And, yeah, Chu Chen, they have been effectively pushed back, beaten into a corner, and what can they do? Goguryeo is even coming in from the east, helping out Zanskar and Chu Chen's armies. There's just not much of anything that they can do, unfortunately. Truly, actually, is Zanskar Tibetan? They are Tibetan, so these are actually a tale of 2 Tibetan tags. Okay, I didn't quite realize that they were. And Japan, like, even if Japan could send troops over, what were they gonna do? Japan is 3 techs behind Goguryeo. It's like, what do you do against that? And, man. So, what did Chu Chen lose? Chu Chen loses a little bit of land in Tibet and is forced to concede some land elsewhere to Goguryeo. So, it is a humbling experience for Chu Chen. Whether or not they will be able to bounce back and, like, maybe put up a better fight next time, I'm not sure. Zanskar is very large, very in charge. I don't know who stops them other than, like, Persia and Persia's chain of alliances. Speaking of Persia, they did annex some land from Yadava, so Shahanshah Hussein I is getting work done over there. Kaguda being invaded by Fulo. Even though Kaguda is superior militarily, it's just like quantitatively, Kaguda just does not feel powerful at all. Which I understand why. It's a rough life in West Africa on the coast. Congo is going after Mosi. Nelterli is going after Kaguda. Crimson Paradox is going after Peru once more. And bro, there's been so many wars over Peru. It's like, are you guys actually gonna make a concerted effort? Are you gonna get your shit together and actually launch a concentrated invasion? Are you gonna do something like that? Oh man. Oh, pop my fucking elbow. Let's check the quality. You know, we haven't checked the quality between these two. Discipline favors Peru ever so slightly. Morale favors Peru greatly, and tactics is about the same. So Peru, despite I would say being the underdog in these wars, with less than 20,000 troops on the field, they're trying their damnedest to fight against Crimson Paradox, who has over 100,000 troops. Oh my god, you can't make this shit up. The thing is, Crimson Paradox, like, it's iffy. I don't know. Are they gonna win? they've been failing in all the other wars so far. Like, I don't know. Legitimately, Crimson Paradox, what's gonna happen? You have all of these bonuses to your military or to your artillery. Are you gonna be able to take out Peru? I don't know. Just Peru is scraping together every single bit of military potential that they can, and sometimes it's working. Caddo, they did finish that, or they were defeated effectively by the Golden Eighth. They lost a huge chunk of land down here, so I think that goes to show just how strong the Golden Eighth is. There's no getting around it. Simru taking land here from Quebec and just making it known that, hey, I'm back. I had a colony here. Remember that? Yeah, I'm here to reestablish that because it was supposed to be mine in the first place. Then Cherusci over here, only allied with Alemanni. Adriaterra allied with Poland, Saintonge, and Alemanni. Adriaterra is just in this weird position. They're allied with a lot of crucial powers, but at the same time, it's like they are powerful in and of themselves. They can be a sort of kingmaker if they so choose. Poland, they did take a lot of land from Kurland, so Kurland is in this really awkward position, kind of scrunched up against Russia, Romania, and Poland. Interesting. And then Malindi is now at war with Walaita. So this is Walaita going after air. And then at war also with Morocco, Malindi, and Sakalava. So Malindi is actually going into Walaita right now. I wonder if Sapphire Paradox is going to pounce on this maybe, because Sapphire Paradox, they don't like Walaita. Maybe something happens there. Maybe something does. Goguryeo is going after Qingzhou, which is going after Shimazu and Manila. And with that boost of confidence, I think, from winning a war against Chu Chen alongside Zanskar, I think Goguryeo might actually start strutting their stuff. Chu Chen is not to be underestimated, though. They still got a lot of quantity under their belt. So don't underestimate Chu Chen is basically the takeaway. Not Mongolia, Mogulistan is still colonizing bits of the Tarim Basin. Alright. Oh my god. This is all starting as as we're getting ready to end, like August of 1725. Anyways, Simru is going after Kurland again. And then Thomond. Golden Eighth is trying to finish off the Blackfoot. Adriaterra is going after Achaia. Chu Chen against Manila. Goguryeo against Shimazu. Congo against Mosi. Nelter League still going after Kaguda. No one is actually taking over Kaguda. In fact, Kaguda drove back Fulo. And then Saintonge against the Cherusci, as well as Alemanni. So hey, Alemanni, you know, that's the war we've been kind of eyeing up. Like, what's gonna happen there? Pasai is going after Ginji still. I have to see if that needs to be manually pieced out. Vaikura is going after Caddo, and then Dai Viet's going after Ning, and then Walaita is in that war down there in Africa. Pasai, 1712, yep. Wow. I don't know why you don't just white peace. Yes, man. Oh, I don't understand it. Like, it's just the AI is weird. Let's see this this diplomatic map mode. Alemanni surrounded on all sides by enemies. Well, not all sides. The west and the north, essentially. And Saintonge, they have more than double the forces of Alemanni. You're gonna need to really split up Alemanni. I mean, Saintonge, if you want to win this Alemanni. there's gonna need to be some really key battles won if you have any hope of taking out Saintonge, or at least breaking even. I think that's gonna be a task and a half. Actually, there's no forts over here seemingly, so Saintonge can go back and forth with ease. Let's see the quality difference. Discipline, it's about even. It only slightly favors Saintonge. Morale does favor Saintonge. And tactics is about even. So, ouch. Alemanni, it's not looking good. Sure, you might get like 1 or 2 forts, but Saintonge looks like they're going to be crushing you throughout. Oh, this war is going to last into the next part. And I don't have a good feeling for Alemanni. I think teal, not teal, light blue, maybe periwinkle France. This is what it's going to be. And there's August 1st of 1725. We'll call it there. Vicura is also invading Caddo for an imperialist war. I'm not sure if you can even get through because of military access, Vicura, but okay. Also, Peru finally lost a war officially, like definitively, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Crimson Paradox took a huge chunk out of Peru, so it seems as though the floodgates are open over there. And yeah, Zanskar making statements, making waves in Asia, South Asia, as well as East Asia. I guess in the next part we'll probably see Zanskar doing more expeditions, but never forget that Persia is always there. With Sapphire Paradox and Nogai, they could come through and do a really big war against Zanskar, because Persia does want to unify their lands. This is integral land to Persia. I guess we'll see what happens in the future. Oh shit, wait a minute. Oh shit. Adriaterra, are you... Oh, Adriaterra has declared war on Morocco, and it's an imperialist war. Sapphire Paradox is allied with Morocco, so this is Adriaterra versus Sapphire Paradox. This is a clash of giants. They have about the same force limit. This is going to be big for the next part. Okay, tune in for the next part to see what happens, I guess. I'm excited to see what happens. Anyways, with that being said, let's go to the leaderboard. In first place is the Golden Eighth. In second place is Saintonge. In third place is Zanskar. In fourth place is Simru. In fifth place is Romania. In sixth place is Chu Chen. In seventh place is Big Caddo. In eighth place is Crimson Paradox. In ninth place is Alemanni. In 10th place is Adriaterra. In 11th place is Poland. And in 12th place is Sapphire Paradox. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next part.